हरिः ओम् नमस्सर्वेभ्यः। अष्टाध्यायीपरिचयः इत्यत्र अद्य नवसप्ततितमः पाठः। अस्मिन् वर्गे तद्धितप्रकरणे दिशावाचकशब्देभ्यः इत्युक्ते पूर्व उत्तर दक्षिण इत्येतेभ्यः शब्देभ्यः के प्रत्ययाः विधीयन्ते तस्य अध्ययनं कुर्मः। शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। अस्माकं वर्गस्य द्वे प्रयोजने अष्टाध्याय्याः आहत्य षट्शतस्य सूत्राणां व्याख्यासहितम् उदाहरणसहितं च अध्ययनं। 600 sutras are planned in total. In today's class, we will reach the 500th mark. Hopefully, we have still 4 more modules remaining. So we might be able to go till 700, probably beyond that. But at this moment, I'll keep this count at 600. We will take a call when the next module starts. And then द्वितीयं प्रयोजनम् अष्टाध्याय्याः प्रथमाध्यायस्य प्रथमपादस्य द्वितीयपादस्य च कण्ठस्थीकरणं। प्रायेण सर्वैः प्रथमपादः कण्ठस्थीकृतः, बहुभिः द्वितीयः पादः अपि कण्ठस्थीकृतः। यैः न कृतः तैः इदानीं प्राधान्येन अस्य कण्ठस्थीकरणं करणीयम्। We have a break of 3 months starting from next week up to end of July. In these 3 months, each one of the registered participants will be tested for the memorization of the first and the second pada, and the score will be given. I will explain about that in the next week. After all your homeworks and so on are done, we are going to start the testing for memorization. Let us start. We have 2 more classes for Tadhita module remaining. अस्माकम् अभ्यासक्रमे प्राग्देशीय प्रकरणं यावत् तद्धितसूत्राणि अस्माभिः अधीतानि। अद्य अग्रे सरामः. We have 3 sheets remaining. Sheet number 10 प्रागीवीय प्रकरणं, sheet number 11 स्वार्थिक प्रकरणं, and sheet number 12 समासान्त प्रकरणम्। एतेभ्यः समासान्त प्रकरणस्य विषये समासस्य समये एव अधीतम्, अतः तस्य इदानीं चिन्तनं न कुर्मः। Swarthika Prakaranam also, I do not think we will have time to cover Swarthika Prakaranam at all. Therefore, we are going to skip Swarthika Prakaranam completely. In the 10th sheet, Prag Eviya Prakaranam, there are lots of sutras to be studied. So, Adya Tatha Shvaha iti dvayoho vargayoho militva asya Prag Eviya Prakaranasya Vishishtanam Sutranam Adhyanam Kurmaha. सर्वेषां सूत्राणां तु न संभवति, परन्तु यावत् शक्यं तावत् विशिष्टानां सूत्राणाम् अध्ययनं कुर्मः. So out of that, the goal for today's class is this vertical first section. Dik shabdebhyah saptami panchami prathamabhyah dik desh kaleshu astatihi. This is the sutram written in the yellow color. This particular, as you can see, dik shabdebhyah, dishavachaka shabdebhyah vishishtaha pratyayaha vidhiyante. So that is this entire section till vibhasha varasya. After that, there is another artha called Sankhyayaha Vidharthe Dha. That has a bunch of sutras. All these sutras lead to Avyaya. Tadhitascha sarva vibhakti ityasmin samay asmabhi adhyanam krutam asti ete sarve avyasadhaka pratyayaha santi. So what we are going to study in today's class is definitely these two. The name of the class is Dishavachak Shabdebhyah because that's going to be the majority. परंतु अत्र अस्मिन् प्रकरणे धा इति प्रत्ययः तथा च तदर्थे विद्यमानाः अन्ये प्रत्ययाः अपि पाठिताः सन्ति, तस्यापि अध्ययनम् अस्माभिः करिष्यते. And towards the end of the class, I have a few slides. If time permits, we are going to talk about only 3 sutras. Yapye Pashapa, this is over here, 5347. Then we will skip a bunch of sutras and we will go directly to Prashamsayam Rupapa. So let me scroll the screen and bring both of them in the picture. So Yapye Pashapa, Prashamsayam Rupapa, and Ishad Asamapto Kalpabdesha Deshiyaraha. So this 1, 2, and 3, these 3 pratyayas I want to cover in today's class. If we cannot cover, I'll shift them to tomorrow's class, but we would like to cover these in the course anyway. So that is the plan for today's class. And for tomorrow's class, the plan is this middle prakaranam, Atishayika prakaranam. This entire prakaranam will almost take 1.5 hours. If some time permits, we will jump to the Pragivatkah and Avyaya Sarvanamnam and some of these sutras. But again, that is optional depending on the time. So without further introduction, let us now start with the Dikshabdebhyah Sutram. This entire sheet, Prag-Evya Prakaranam. Why is it called Prag-Evya Prakaranam? स्वार्थिक प्रकरणस्य इत्युक्ते एकादशस्य करपत्रस्य नाम अस्ति तत्र प्रथमं सूत्रमस्ति इवे प्रतिकृतौ अतः तं सूत्रं यावत् यानि सूत्राणि पाठितानि सन्ति तानि प्राग् ईवीय प्रकरणस्थानि सूत्राणि तत्र आदौ दिशावाचकशब्देभ्यः तद्धितप्रत्ययाः. Now, I don't like to say this, but sadly, this particular section of Dishavachaka Shabdebhyah Pratyayaha is written in a very messy manner by Panini Maharshi. I'm not sure what he is actually optimizing over here. It is clear that he is not optimizing anuvrittis because Dakshina Uttara is repeated over here, Uttara is repeated over here, Dakshina is repeated over here, Uttara is repeated over here. So a bunch of words are continuously repeated. So he was definitely not optimizing anuvrittis, and he was also not optimizing ease of study. So there are a lot of, if you study these sutras in order, students get thoroughly confused. In one place, he will say certain words get that certain pratyaya compulsorily. Two sutras later, he will give exactly the same rule, but say it will get optionally. So something like that. So one place he says one pratyaya is given. In other says he says that is not given. In third step he says again it is given. So I don't know why this is written in such a messy manner. One of the very rarest sections of Ashtadhyayi which I really don't like to teach because of this all confusing nature of sutras. So I have done a little bit of reordering. We are anyway doing a reordering of all the sutras. So I've done a little bit of reordering to explain, at least bring some order to that chaos. But please bear with me if you think this is chaotic, because at the upfront, let me just confess or clarify that this section is actually written in a very chaotic manner. So with this much background, let us start. Let me first spend a little bit time on Dishavachaka Shabdaha. So Sanskrit Bhashayam Disharthe Rudhaha Shabdaha. So Dishavachaka Shabdaha Dviprakarakaha. First is Rudhaha Shabdaha, like Purva, Paschima, Uttara, Dakshin. These are actually Rudha in that particular direction. And then there are words which are derived based on something else. So Purva, the god of that Purva Disha is Indra. Therefore, Purva Disha is also called Aindri Disha. So Anena Prakarena Tasyaha Dishayaha Kashchana Swami Asti Devah Asti Tasya Adharena Dishayaha Nama Diyate. That is separate. These are not, those like Aindri and so on are not Rudha Shabdas. They are derived ones. Rudha, remember we discussed all this, Rudha and Yaugika and so on much earlier in the course. So Rudha ityukte ete shabdaha tasmin eva arthe loke rudhaha santi. So etadrushaha bahavaha disharthe rudhaha ye shabdaha santi te कालवाचके अर्थे तथा च देशवाचके अर्थे अपि प्रयुज्यन्ते. Desha does not mean country. Desha in Sanskrit in general means sthanam, place, location. It can be as big as a country. It can be a small, province or small area, locality or whatever. The meaning changes from context to context. So sthalam iti arthaha. So the irony is that in Sanskrit, most of these words which are used or rudha in the meaning of direction are also overloaded to indicate kala. So purva is purva disha, purva kala. Uttara, uttara disha, uttara kala. So they are overloaded in the kala and they are overloaded in the desha, sthala as well. So para is a disha. Anya disha is called paradisha. And parasthalam. So para is other, or parasthalam ityukte dure vidyamanam sthalam. So anena prakarena same words are overloaded, and this overloading is captured in this particular section. So understand what this first sutra says. Dik shabdebhyah. So ye dishavachaka shabdaha santi tebhyah ayam astati pratyayah kasmin arthe vidhiyate. Dik ityukte dishavachake arthe. देश इत्युक्ते देशवाचके अर्थे. काल इत्युक्ते कालवाचके अर्थे. So all these dishavachaka words, when they are overloaded across these three meanings, the astati pratyaya can be used in any of the three meanings or all of the three meanings. Now, obviously, not every Dishavachaka word will be overloaded in all. For example, Purva is used in the Kalavachaka sense, but Paschima is probably not used in the, or it may be also used in the Kalavachaka sense, but Dakshina is definitely not used in the Kalavachaka sense. Or, for example, Adhara is not used in the Kalavachaka sense. So, not every word is fully overloaded, but some kind of overloading is there. So, before we actually jump onto that Astati Sutram, let us first understand this kind of overloading. सो संस्कृतभाषायां बहवः दिशार्थे रूढाः शब्दाः कालवाचके अर्थे देशवाचके अर्थे अपि प्रयुज्यन्ते. सो पूर्व इति शब्दः अस्ति, पूर्वदिशा, तत्र सूर्यः उदेति. पूर्वकालः, पूर्वं मया इदं कृतं, दट् इस् पूर्वकाले, पूर्ववर्षे एंड सो ऑन, वी यूज दिस वर्ड्स. इवन पूर्वदिशि विद्यमानं स्थलं, सो प्रथमं स्थलं, सो देवदत्तः यज्ञदत्तात् पूर्वः इज स्टैंडिंग टू द ईस्ट डायरेक्शन और टू द राइट. In different senses these word is used. Same as paschima disha, uttarakalah ityasmin, so जीवनस्य पश्चिमे इत्युक्ते पश्चिमकाले and so on. So पश्चिम दिशि विद्यमानं स्थलम is also called पश्चिम. Uttara is uttara disha, uttarakalah, uttara dishi vidyamanan sthalam. Dakshina is not used in the kalavachaka sense, so dakshina disha or dakshina dishi vidyamanam sthalam. पर इत्युक्ते अन्य दिशा, उत्तरकालः, सो परकालः इत्यपि उच्यते. दूरस्थं स्थलम्, अनन्तरं विद्यमानं स्थलं, सो विप्रतिषेधे परं कार्यम्, अनन्तरं विद्यमानम् इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे अपि पर इति शब्दः प्रयुज्यते. Another word is avara. Avara is used in the adho disha or paschima disha. Uttara kalaha or antima kalaha. L is ka is missing. So antima kalaha and antimam sthalam. So avaram ityukte antimam sthalam. Then you have the word urdhva. Urdhva ityukte urdhva disha, the one that is on the top. Uttara kalaha, urdhva dishi vidyamanam sthalam. Adhar is adho disha, adhaha vidyamanam sthalam. Apar is anya disha, paschima disha. Arvachinaha kalaha. So prachina versus arvachina. So arvachinaha kalaha and anyat sthalam. And obviously there are mix and match of these. There are many other words. There is prach, there is pratich, there is udach, there is adhaha, there is upari, and so on. The multiple other words are there, but I have only collected the words that matter for us in this particular section of astati pratyaya. So etebhyah sarvebhyah shabdebhyah अस्मिन् अस्ताति प्रकरणे दिशावाचके अर्थे, कालवाचके अर्थे तथा च देशवाचके अर्थे भिन्नाः प्रत्ययाः पाठिताः वर्तन्ते. So that is the summary of this entire first section, which is called the section of the astati pratyaya. सो तद्धिताधिकारे दिक्शब्देभ्यः सप्तमी पंचमी प्रथमाभ्यः दिग्देशकालेष्वस्तातिः इत्यस्मात् आरभ्य विभाषा अवरस्य. सो दैट इज योर लास्ट सूत्रम ओवर हियर, विभाषा अवरस्य. विभाषा अवरस्य इति सूत्रं यावत् दिशावाचक शब्दानां सप्तम्यन्तरूपात्, पंचम्यन्तरूपात् तथा च प्रथमान्तरूपात् स्वार्थे दिशावाचके, कालवाचके, देशवाचके च अर्थे भिन्नाः तद्धित प्रत्ययाः पाठिताः सन्ति. So the tadhita pratyaya is added in the swarthika sense, but it is not added directly to a pratipadika, it is added to a subanta. We have seen this in the previous class also. For example, kasmin iti subantat tral iti pratyaya vidhiyate, and then you get kutra and so on. So in the same way over here, purvasmin, purvasmat, नोचेत पूर्व. So saptami, panchami or prathama, any rupa is allowed and any artha is allowed. This is not a 1-1 mapping. So saptami doesn't map to disha, panchami doesn't map to kala, nothing like that. Any form is allowed and any meaning. So 3 into 3, 9 different vigraha vakyas are possible. I'm going to show that in next some of the slides. But etebhyah sarvebhyah shabdebhyah subantebhyah त्रिषु अपि अर्थेषु भिन्नाः तद्धित प्रत्ययाः पाठिताः सन्ति. And एतेषां समग्र आवली एतादृशी. So I just collected that particular list. The Purva word gets a few pratyaya, Uttara word gets a few pratyaya, Dakshina word gets a few pratyaya, Para, Avara, and so on. And there is a lot of mix and match, a lot of overlap, and so on, a lot of Utsarga Apavada relationships that makes this section very confusing. The last is Pracha, Pratyacha, and Udacha. I just added it over here because I wanted to teach it. but later on I decided I would like to skip that. We have had enough of complexity already. So तत्र प्राच प्रत्यय च उदच इत्यत्र अस्ताति प्रत्यय विधीयते तथा च तस्य लुक् अपि भवति, and therefore once astati goes away, the same words are eventually used in the tadhitanta form also. So there is nothing to teach over here, but I wanted to avoid the sutram. So prach pratyach udach we will not be studying in the class. I have just listed it over here, but all other pratyayas are given by those list of some 10-12 sutras. Etesham atra idanim adhyanam asmabhi karishyate. And all these pratyayas, when they are added to these words, purva, uttara, dakshina, and so on, etesham sarvesham yojanena avyayani siddhyanti. Tadhitashta sarva vibhaktihi ityatra asmabhihi idam drishtam asit astati ityasmat arabhya prak pashapaha tasiladishu. What did I do? तसिलादिषु प्राक् पाशपः. So tasil इत्यस्मात् आरभ्य इत्युक्ते starting from the previous सूत्रम this tasil प्रत्यय तस्मात् आरभ्य सर्वे विभक्ति साधक प्रत्ययाः तथा च अग्रे सर्वे विभक्ति सम्यक प्रत्ययाः तथा च अग्रे विद्यमानाः अस्ताद् इत्यादयः पाशप इति पर्यन्तं सर्वे प्रत्ययाः, that is till this एधाच्य सूत्रम एतैः सर्वैः सूत्रैः अव्ययानां निर्माणं भवति. अतः अत्र एतेषां सर्वेषां योजनेन तद्धितश्चासर्वविभक्ति इति सूत्रेण अव्ययानि सिद्ध्यन्ति. With this background, now let us move to the first sutram. Dik shabdebhyah saptami panchami prathamabhyah digdesha kaleshu astatihi. The sutra is very clear, even though it is long. I think you have understood the meaning by now. दिक् शब्देभ्यः इत्युक्ते दिशावाचक शब्देभ्यः सप्तमी पंचमी प्रथमाभ्यः. यू टेक एनी दिशावाचक शब्द से पूर्व, टेक इट सप्तमी रूप, कैन बी एकवचनम बहुवचनम पुल्लिंग स्त्रीलिंग नपुंसकलिंग, डजंट मैटर. सप्तमी रूपम पंचमी रूपम तथा च प्रथमा रूपम इत्यस्मात् दिक् देश काल इत्युक्ते पूर्वस्मिन् देशे नो चेत् पूर्वस्मात् देशात् नो चेत् पूर्वः देशः एंड सो ऑन. एतेषु सर्वेषु अर्थेषु अस्ताति इति प्रत्ययः स्वार्थे विधीयते. सो दिशार्थे ये शब्दाः रूढाः सन्ति तेषां सप्तम्यन्तरूपात् पंचम्यन्तरूपात् प्रथमान्तरूपात् च दिशावाचके देशवाचके कालवाचके अर्थे अस्ताति इति प्रत्ययः भवति. अस्ताति इति प्रत्यये इकारः उच्चारणार्थः, लास्ट इकार तकारस्य इत्संज्ञा बाधनार्थः. This is not the vibhakti samnya prakaranam anymore. So if you just write astat halantyam ityanena takarasya itsamnya bhavet, tad badhitum ikarah tatra itsamnya badhanartha no chit uccharanartha sthapyate. So astati pratyikara uccharanartha takarasya itsamnya badhanartha. And here is where the chaos starts. Even though Panini Maharshi gives a pratyaya called astati over here, this is an outsargika pratyaya, and the other sutras block the astadi pratyaya for every dishavachaka word that we discussed so far. So if you look at the list on the previous slide, there is not even a single entry where only astati is given. So purva will get something else, uttara will get no astati, and then para will get something else, avara will get something else, adhara will get something else, and so on. So the way this system is arranged is that first astati is given, it is then immediately blocked. No examples. I mean, commentaries will give examples because eventually astati is applicable to purva and para and avara and so on, but it is immediately blocked. And then by other sutras, by giving anyatarasyam as extra words, again that astati is reinstantiated. So this is how for this particular section it is technically not possible to give immediate examples that are only applicable to this sutram alone, because when astati is again given optionally, by there it's possible to give that examples which can be copied down here also, and that's what exactly the Sutra Patha Kaumudi and Kashika both do. But let's go systematically. So let's clearly say atra pathitaha astatihi iti outsargikaha pratyayah ayam eventually purva adhara avara para ityebhyah एतेभ्यः चतुर्भ्यः एव संभवति. अन्येभ्यः शब्देभ्यः अस्ताति प्रत्ययस्य अपवादरूपेण अग्रे भिन्नाः प्रत्ययाः वक्ष्यन्ते, किञ्च एतेभ्यः चतुर्भ्यः शब्देभ्यः अपि अस्ताति प्रत्ययः विकल्पेन भवति। अतः उदाहरणानि अत्र न ब्रूमः, अग्रे वक्ष्यन्ते. When we will deal with the purva, adhara, avara, para words with their other pratyayas, we will talk about astati at that point in time. So one of the very few sutras where udaharanani atra na vadamaha. So udaharanani atra na vakshante, agre pashyamaha. Now understand this. I have been saying that it's very complex and it's very haphazard. Observe another instance over here. After this particular sutram, Panini Maharshi, basically not Panini Maharshi, we are going to directly jump to this particular sutram where the words Purva, Adhara and Avara, Purva, Adhara and Avara, these words get a C as the pratyaya. Why I am picking these words? Because remember, Purva, Adhara and Avara, here, Purva, Adhara and Avara, these are the words that get astati optionally. So I want to show how that option comes. It is not simple. So let's first target this Purva, Adhara, Avara, and the way Panini Maharshi defines is Purva, Adhara, Avaranam Asi Puradhavaschaisham. So he says Purva, Avara and Adhara. The sequence is Purva, Adhara and Avara. These words get the Asi pratyaya. Which context? The entire context repeats. Saptami, Panchami, Prathamabhyaha, Digdesha Kaleshu. So Purva, Adhara, Avara, Etesham, Saptamyanta Rupat, Panchamyanta Rupat, Prathamanta Rupat cha, Dishavachake, Deshavachake, तथा कालवाचके अर्थे असि प्रत्ययः भवति. So astati is now blocked and asi pratyaya comes. Not just that, the remaining part of the sutra says esham means purva adhara avaranam kechana adeshaha api bhavanti. So esham yatha sankyam pura adh av, all are halanta, pura adh av ete adeshaha bhavanti. So what is the combined sutram now or combined sutrartha? Purva adhara avara esham saptamyanta rupat panchamyanta rupat prathamanta rupat cha dishavachake deshavachake kalavachake cha arthe asi pratyayah bhavati तथा च अस्मिन् प्रत्यये परे पूर्व शब्दस्य पुर आदेशः अधर शब्दस्य अध आदेशः अवर शब्दस्य अव आदेशः विधीयते. So these three words get these halanta adeshas anekaltvat sarvadeshah. Asi iti pratyeye ikarah uchcharanartha sakarasya itsamya badhanartha. So asa prakriyayam antima sakarasya ruto visarge aha iti rupam ante drishyate. So udaharanani. Now here see what I have done. I was lazy to write all those 9 combinations, so I just did a dot dot dot. I think on website in my commentary I have written all these. But let's read this. So Purvasyam dishi, dishavachake shabde saptami, Purvasyam dishi, और दिशावाचके शब्दे पंचमी पूर्वस्याः दिशः, और दिशावाचके शब्दे प्रथमा पूर्वा दिक्, और देशवाचके शब्दे सप्तमी पूर्वस्मिन् देशे, सिमिलरली पूर्वस्मिन् काले, पूर्वस्मात् देशात्, सिमिलरली पूर्वस्मात् कालात्, and पूर्वः देशः नो चेत् पूर्वः कालः. So all these 9, and in Bahuvachana you can add more vrittis to it, but at least 9 different vritti vakyas are possible. Etesham sarvesham arthe, in all these senses, the individual words, so the words that will get asi pratyaya are the saptamyanta words, panchamyanta words or the prathamanta words. Supodhatu pratipadika yoho will get rid of that sup pratyaya, so eventually you will be left with purva plus asi. So I have omitted that intermediate steps and eventually it will be purva plus asi. Ikarha uchcharanartha purva plus asa, purva ityasya pur adesha, pur plus asa, puras, puraha. Very well known word. Like all these words that are going to be derived today are very well known, but they are derived in these with these pratyas. So purvasyam dishi ityukte puraha, adharasyam dishi ityukte adhaha. So adhara plus asi. Adhara becomes adh, half the. Adh plus as, adhis, rito visargo, adhaha. Avarasyam dishi, avara plus as. Avara becomes av plus as, avaha. Anena prakarena atra puraha, adhaha, avaha iti trayah shabdaha siddhyanti. Let's go to the commentaries. I wanted to confirm something. Avaha agataha, avaha vasati. So these are the examples that actually I wanted to show, that all these examples are given. So avaha vasati means tasmin deshe vasati. So avarasmin deshe vasati. Avaha agataha, tasmad deshat agataha. And avara is not used in the kalavachaka sense. So avaha agataha, tasmad deshat agataha. Anena prakarena atra sarvesham api shabdanam त्रिषु अपि अर्थेषु इत्युक्ते कालवाचके अर्थे, दिशावाचके अर्थे, देशवाचके अर्थे च यत्र शक्यं तत्र उदाहरणानि दातुं शक्यानि. So this is so far so good. So what we are at a stage where purva, adhara, avara get the asi pratyaya. Obviously it will block the astati pratyaya. Any apavada will block the utsarga. And then we go to the next sutram, which says astati cha, and gives back astati pratyaya. So what does the next sutram say? Astati cha. This sutra says that purva, adhara and avara iti shabdebhyaha astati pratyaye pare pur adh av iti adeshaha bhavanti. So these three adeshas are now going to be repeated for astati pratyaya also, which indirectly indicates that there will be astati pratyaya. So astati pratyaya is technically blocked by asi pratyaya, but for astati pratyaya same adeshas are given, which means astati pratyaya is reinstantiated. So purva adhar avaranam एते एव त्रयः आदेशाः सेम सप्तमी पंचमी प्रथमाभ्या दिग्देश कालेषु एंड सो ऑन, बट अस्ताति इज सप्तमी एकवचनम. अंडरस्टैंड दिस अस्ताति इज सप्तमी एकवचनम and this astati is prathama ekvachanam. In the first sutram, dik shabdebhya saptami panchami prathamabhya digdesha kaleshu astati, that is prathama ekvachanam. In the current sutram astati cha, it is saptami ekvachanam. Astat इति तकारांत शब्द मरुत् शब्द सदृशं तस्य प्रयोगं कृत्वा अस्ताति इति सप्तम्यन्त रूपम् अत्र स्थापितम् अस्ति. सो अस्तात् इति प्रत्यये परे पूर्व इत्यादीनां पुर इत्यादयः आदेशाः भवन्ति, परन्तु अस्ताति प्रत्ययः कथं विधीयते? सः तु असि प्रत्ययेन बाधितः अस्ति. तर्हि इदं सूत्रमेव ज्ञापकं यत् अस्ताति प्रत्ययः असि प्रत्ययेन संपूर्णरूपेण न बाध्यते, सः विकल्पेन अवश्यं भवति. सो अस्तादि प्रत्यये परे पूर्व शब्दस्य पुर आदेशः, अधर शब्दस्य अध आदेशः तथा च अवर शब्दस्य अव आदेशः भवति. इदमेव आदेश विधानं ज्ञापकम् अस्तातिः एभ्यः भवति, असि प्रत्ययेन न बाध्यते. Now he could have very easily combined these two. He had already given astati. He could have given this adeshas for astati and then copied them for asi. That would have been more logical. I mean, I'm nobody to find faults over here, but logically thinking, there could have been a better arrangement over here. Whatever it is, that's why the commentaries also say, see, the commentaries also need to take the jnapakam. It is not directly evident from Maharshi's sutras that astati is also there and asi is also there. Therefore, jnapakas, a secondary reference is the jnapaka. Secondary reference is being used over here. So, idam adesha vidhanameva jnapakam astati etebhyah bhavati vikalpena bhavati asi pratyena na badhyate. So purvasyam dishi and so on, same vigraha vakyas, purva plus astati, it gives purva plus astat, ikara sait samya, and then by the current sutram astati cha, purva is going to become purra plus astat, purastat. So who gives this astati pratyaya? There are two pakshas. You can say the original digdesha kaleshu sutram gives the astati pratyaya, Or you can say this sutram is a jnapaka that astati is given. Either way is possible. That's why in that original sutram also, Kaumudi and Kashika do give example of purastat and so on. But we can put it anywhere. I think here it is much easier to understand than understanding over there. So purva plus astati, ityatra purva plus astat, purva becomes pura, purastat. So ava purastat and so on. You have from the east direction or in that east direction and so on. Adharasyam dishi, adhara plus astat, adhastat. So adhastat pahi, purastat pahi and so on. And then avara comes as an anuvrutti. So understand, purva adhara avara comes as an anuvrutti. Purva shabdasya pura adesha, adhara shabdasya adha adesha, avara shabdasya ava adesha. Parantu atra avara shabdasya udaharanani न दीयन्ते. किमर्थम न दीयन्ते इति चेत् another quirk of the sutra patha, the immediate next sutram vibhasha avarasya will give this adesha optionally. सो विभाषा अवरस्य इत्यनेन अवर इति शब्दस्य अस्ताति प्रत्यये परे अव इति आदेशः विकल्पेन दीयते. So when you study the sutram astati cha, there is no indication that avara is to be not taken as an anuvritti. Avara is directly going to jump to the next sutram and we say astati pratyaya pare avara shabdasya ava iti adesha vikalpena bhavati. So what is the whole story? The story is that asi iti pratyये pare trayah api adeshaha nityam bhavanti. परंतु अस्ताति प्रत्यये परे आदिस्थौ द्वौ आदेशौ नित्यं भवतः तृतीयः इत्युक्ते अवर इत्यस्य आदेशः तु अग्रिमसूत्रेण विकल्पेन भवति. We'll talk about that Agrima Sutram in a minute, but before that, this Astati Pratyaya and the related sutras, we have actually studied this in the Upapada Shashti Prakaranam. We were talking about the Astati Pratyaya and I think Atasuch Pratyaya, Shashtyatasartha Pratyayena. We have studied this sutram in the Upapada Shashti. If you do not remember, go back and study. So Astati iti pratyayasya yoge Shashtyatasartha pratyayena इत्यनेन षष्ठी उपपद विभक्ति भवति. So gramasya purastat and so on. षष्ठी atasartha pratyayena. What is atasartha pratyayena? Yet another quirk over here. Atasartha pratyaya ityukte ayam atasuch प्रत्ययस्य अर्थे विद्यमानः प्रत्ययः. अतसर्थ इत्युक्ते अतसुच प्रत्ययस्य अर्थः. अरे बट अतसुच इज इन द दिग्देशकालेषु सेक्शन. सो अतसुच प्रत्ययस्य अर्थः इज इक्वल टू अस्ताति प्रत्ययस्य अर्थः. So it was much easier to take astati as a standard word everywhere. Sometimes you say astati artha, sometimes you say atasuch artha. Instead of that, it was better to take in a single shot. Anyway, so here atasuch iti pratyasya arthe shashti iti upapada vibhakti bhavati. That time we have studied this example of astati. You can go back and look at your notes or that PPT. So gramasya purastat. Similarly, gramasya adhastat. That takes care of purva and adhara. The third one is avara, and for avara we have vibhasha avarasya. So all the remaining context remains. Astati pratyaya pare avara shabdasya vikalpena ava adeshah bhavati. So asi pratyaya pare tu nityam eva adeshah, astati pratyaya pare vikalpena adeshah. So avarasyam dishi and so on. Avara plus astat विभाषा अवरस्य इति विकल्पेन अवादेशे कृते अव प्लस अस्तात अवस्तात. पक्षे अवर शब्दः तादृशः एव अस्तात अवरस्तात. So this way we have two different forms, avastat and avarastat. Specifically for our word, for the purva word there is only purastat, for adha word there is only adhastat. अनेन प्रकारेण अस्ताति प्रत्ययस्य त्रीणि रूपाणि तद् चत्वारि रूपाणि आहत्य तथा च पूर्वम् असि इति प्रत्ययस्य त्रीणि रूपाणि. सो दैट इज पूर्व अधर and avara. So if you go back a bunch of slides earlier where I have listed down the pratyas, remember for purva it is astati and asi. For adhara, it is astat, sorry, for purva, it is astati and asi. For adhara, it is astati and asi. For avara, it is astati and asi. So we have taken care of purva, avara and adhara. This completes the list for purva. We will still have to deal with avara and adhara later on for some other pratyayas. And are we done with astati? No, we are not yet done with astati. Astati is present in two more places. There is astati present over here in para, and there is astati present only in the one place, para over here. But again, you'll immediately see why I'm confused. So So astati pratyaya is given to the word purva, it is given to the word adhara, and it is given to the word avara. And now it is remaining. We have to yet see the astati pratyaya for this para word, and the sutra for that is Vibhasha Paravarabhyam. Vibhasha Paravarabhyam. So this particular sutram gives the para ityasmat shabdat vikalpena astati pratyaya avara ityasmat shabdat. Same avara, okay? It is again repeated. So don't make me say again and again that there is a chaos. Take it granted for today's class. So again avara iti shabdat vikalpena astati pratyaya. किमर्थं विकल्पेन इदानीं दीयते इति चेत् एताभ्यां शब्दाभ्यां द्वितीये पक्षे अतसुच् इति प्रत्ययः अपि विधीयते. So here the astati pratyaya is coming as an vikalpa over atasuch pratyaya. That is this atasuch pratyaya over here. So what Maharshi does is he gives asi pratyaya and he gives astati on the vikalpa of that. And he gives atasuch pratyaya and he gives astati on the vikalpa of that. Therefore, you have astati referenced two times for the avara word. And that's why I got confused that I was counting astati twice for avara. So, astati linked with asi is covered under the section of purva, adhara and avara. And astati linked with atasuch on avara is covered under the section of para and avara. So for para and avara, we have atasuch as the one batch or one branch and astati as the another branch. For purva, adhara and avara, we have asi as one branch and astati as another branch. So we have studied the asi versus astati. Now let us go to atasuch versus astati. So we are going to focus on atasuch right now, and then we'll come back to astati in a few minutes. So the next one in our list is atasuch pratyaya. Atasuch pratyaya is given by two sutras, Dakshina Uttarabhyam atasucha and Vibhasha Paravarabhyam. So Dakshina Uttarabhyam Atasucha. Sutras are very simple to understand. It's only the ordering and interaction that makes it very chaotic. So Dakshina Uttarabhyam Atasucha iti agrimam sutram. So what does that sutra say? Let me do one thing. Open this up here so that we have. I don't have to go back to the other screen again and again. Let me just open that page and keep it open over here. This is the useful slide. I'll keep it separately opened and we'll go back to the main slide. So the next one that we are going to study is Dakshina Uttarabhyam Atasucha. So Dakshina Uttarabhyam Digdesha Kaleshu Vartamanabhyam Saptami Panchami Prathamantabhyam Swarte Atasuch Pratyayah Bhavati Astati Pratyasya Apavadaha. So Dakshina तथा उत्तर एतयोः सप्तम्यन्तरूपात् पंचम्यन्तरूपात् प्रथमान्तरूपात् दिशा देशकालवाचके च अर्थे अतसुच प्रत्यय भवति. अतसुच प्रत्यय चकारः इत्सम्यकः उकारः उच्चारणार्थः. सो अतस तत्र हलन्तस्य सकारस्य ऋत्वविसर्गः अतः इति अन्ते दृश्यते. So Dakshinasyaam dishi and so on. Dakshina plus atasucha. Dakshina plus atasa. Yasyeti chaiti akaralope. Dakshin plus atasa. Dakshinataha. Uttarataha. So Dakshinataha and Uttarataha, we have seen this again earlier in Shashti Atasartha Pratyayena, Tatra Shashti iti bhavati, Gramasya Dakshinataha, Gramasya Uttarataha, etani udharanani asmabi tatra adhitani santi. Go back and revise those. So Dakshinasyam Dishi, and so 9 Vigraha Vakyas would be there. Dakshinata, Ramaha Dakshinataha gacchati, Ramaha Dakshinata gacchati. Dakshinasyaam Dishi gacchati, Dakshinasyaha Disha agacchati. Similarly, Dakshinaha Desha, Dakshinat Deshat, and so on, everything. Even Uttarasmin Kale, Uttarasmat Kalat, Uttarataha iti sarvam prayuktum shakyate. So that is Dakshina Uttarabhyam Atasucha, Dakshina Tatha Uttara Ittetebhya Shabdebhya, compulsorily Atasucha, that will block Astati. Having said that, additional pratyas are there later on. See, Dakshinat, Acha, Uttara, Dhara, Dakshinat, Atihi. So it's not very simple, but at least at this stage, Astati is being blocked and Atasuch is being given. So if you go to this list, as you can see, Atasuch is there, but Astati is not there. Similarly, for Dakshina, Atasuch there, Astati is not there. Astati is blocked and Atasuch is given. And then we go now to the Vibhasha Paravarabhyam. So that's the next sutram that gives us Atasuch optionally and brings back Astati. So Vibhasha Paravarabhyam iti agrimam sutram. Para and avara. All the meanings are there on the first slide. Go back and reference if you're forgetting. Paravara Shabdabhyam, Digdesha Kaleshu Vartamanaabhyam, Saptami Panchami Prathamantabhyam, Swarte Vibhasha Atasuch Pratyayaha Bhavati. So para and avara, you get vikalpena atasuch, pakshe astatihi. Same vigraha vakya, para plus atasuch, para plus atasa, yasyeti cha parataha and parastat. So para plus astati becomes parastat. Avarasyam dishi, avara plus atasa, avara plus avarat, avar plus atasa, yasyeti cha avarataha. So parataha and avarataha are the atasuch pratyanta words. पक्षे अस्ताति प्रत्ययः अपि भवति. पर इति शब्दात् अस्ताति प्रत्यय कृते परस्तात्. अवर शब्दात् अस्ताति प्रत्यय कृते अगेन ब्रांचिंग इज देयर बिकॉज अवर शब्द से वैकल्पिकः अवादेशः. रिमेंबर 2 स्लाइड्स अगो, अवर शब्द से वैकल्पिकः अवरादेशः. सो अव और अवर प्लस अस्ताति, अवस्तात् एंड अवरस्तात्. So this whole thing clears the first level of chaos, where we have astati given as the most important of the first pratyaya. It is compulsory blocked everywhere. For the purva word, uh, for the purva word, for the adhara word, and for the avara word, asi pratyaya is given and then astati is given back. So that is for purva, avara, and adhara. For para and avara, atasuch is given and then astati is given back, and the sutra arrangement makes astati reference 2 times for avara, one from atasuch point of view, other from asi point of view. And then that atasuch pratyaya is compulsorily given for dakshina and uttara. Asi is not compulsorily given to anyone. Wherever Asi comes, there will be an option on Astati. But Atasuch, there are 2 sutras. One sutram, Uttara Dakshinabhyam Atasuch, that is compulsory Atasuch. Second is the optional Atasuch on Para and Avara, where Astati is given as the second option. So this is one set of discussion. Now that we have entered the discussion of Uttara and Dakshina, and we have talked about the Atasuch Pratyay, which is one of the Pratyayas given over there, let us talk about all other Pratyayas in that list. Thankfully, all of them get same set of Pratyayas, Ati, Enap, Ach, E, Ahi, but the sutras are very chaotic. So again, stay with me. We have 4 different sutra, we have 4 different pratyas, Ati, Enap, Ach, and Ahi. Let us understand how these sutras have been arranged and how these pratyas are given. So the next sutram that we are going to study is Uttara Dakshinat. Uttara Adhara Dakshinad Atihi. So that's the sutram 5334. So what is the pratyay? The pratyay that we are going to discuss is Atihi. What is Ati Pratyaya? It is written in the Uttara case, it is written in the Dakshina case, and it is written in the Adhara case. So Uttara Adhara Dakshinat Atihi. Remember, we have come across adhara once earlier for asi and astati. Now we are going to come across again the same word for ati. So uttara, adhara, dakshinat, ati pratyayah. That's our next sutram. Uttara, adhara, dakshinat, ati pratyayah. उत्तर अधर दक्षिण शब्देभ्यः दिग्देश कालेषु वर्तमानेभ्यः सप्तमी पंचमी प्रथमाभ्यः स्वार्थे आति प्रत्ययः भवति. So everything else is same. It's only the ordering and the sutra overlap, whatever pratyaya interaction that you need to learn. So उत्तर अधर दक्षिण एतेषां सप्तम्यन्त पंचम्यन्त प्रथमान्त रूपात् दिशा इत्यादिषु अर्थेषु आति प्रत्यय भवति. आति प्रत्ययकार उच्चारणार्थात् तकार सहित संज्ञा बाधनार्थात्. So आत इति तत्र प्रयोगः भवति. We have seen astat, that's different. This is now at. So let's observe over here. It was astat earlier. Then it was atasuch. So atas. And now we have at. So at iti pratyaya, at iti pratyayasya udaharanam, uttarasyam dishi and so on. Uttara plus ati, uttara plus at, yasyeti cha uttara plus at, uttarat. Similarly adharat, similarly dakshinat. Dakshinat, uttarat, adharat are not panchamyanta forms. If you take the words uttara, dakshina, adhara, the panchamyanta forms will be uttarasmat, dakshinasmat, adharasmat, and so on. I think uttarat is also there. Now I think more about it. Let's because there is a vikalpa, I think, those who have already studied some part of Shabda. So uttara, I think there is uttarasmat and uttarat. Uttarat and uttarasmat. So vikalpa is there. But this uttarat over here is not panchamyanta form, it is avyayam. So uttarat iti ati pratyayanta shabdaha. This is avyayam. So uttarat, adharat, dakshinat is the avyayam over here in the 9 different meanings. Uttarasyam, dishi, and so on. Will not repeat that. So this is uttarat, adharat, and dakshinat. And then I have probably tried to confuse you more by giving the reference again. So uttara dakshina shabdabhyam atasush pratyay api bhavati. So uttara and dakshina already has atasush pratyay that we have already studied over here. Right now we are studying ati pratyaya. And adhara already has astati and asi, and now we are studying ati pratyaya. So I have just listed over here. So uttara dakshina shabdabhyam अतसुष प्रत्यय भवति. अधर शब्दात् अस्ताति प्रत्यय अपि विधीयते अस्ताति प्रत्यय अपि विधीयते येन भिन्नाः शब्दाः सिद्ध्यन्ति. Maybe it is a little bit more unnecessarily intimidating, but whatever. Okay, so that is uttara adhara dakshinad atihi. So that takes care of this particular sutra. Okay, and now a different subsection starts. What we have studied so far, we have studied atasuch and ati pratyay. We are focusing on uttara and dakshina. We have studied atasuch and ati pratyay. We have yet to study enap, ach, and ahi. The sutram for enap pratyaya, is present over here. Immediately next. So uttara adhara dakshina datihi enab anyatarasyam adure apanchamyaha. So now Maharshi is adding another clause over here. He says enap is a new pratyaya. Anyatarasyam optionally bhavati. Kebhyah same 3 words uttara adhara dakshina. The same 3 words we had ati pratyaya. Let's go to our list. See, for uttara, dakshina, and adhara, we had ati pratyaya just now discussed, and now we are also having enap pratyaya. So enap pratyaya is given to the same set of words that ati pratyaya is given, uttara, adhara, and dakshina. Vikalpena bhavati adure yatra उत्तरस्याम दिशि नो चेत उत्तरस्मिन् काले, whatever that reference is there, it is closer to the present or the current location. दूरे नास्ति, अदूरे अस्ति इत्यत्र तथा च अपञ्चम्याः. For this sutram and a bunch others in the sequence, panchami has to be excluded. So uttara adhara dakshinat saptami and prathama Panchami have explicitly written, because the word comes as an anuvritti. You cannot, I mean, this is a samastapada, right? Saptami, Panchami, Prathamabhya. So inside a samastapada, you cannot just get rid of one word and take the anuvritti of remaining. So you take the full thing but negate that Panchami. So I have explicitly written in the brackets. These kind of the situations are there where writing anuvritti on the website is always a trouble. Whichever way I write, there are people who are unhappy about that. Anyway, so Saptami, Panchami, Prathamabhyah, Digde, and Panchami is being negated. Digdesha Kaleshu, Adure, Anyatarasyam, Enap Bhavati. So Uttara Adhara Dakshina, Etesham, Saptamyanta Rupat, Tatha cha Prathamanta Rupat, Panchami Nasti, Nikatasthe, Adure, निकटस्थे दिशावाचके, निकटस्थे देशवाचके, निकटस्थे च कालवाचके एनप इति प्रत्ययः विकल्पेन भवति पक्षे अन्ये शब्द अद्ये प्रत्ययाभि यथा योग्यं विधीयन्ते. So what it means is that if it is adura, enup is not exclusively reserved for adura. When it is adura, enup can be used and other pratyas like ati and so on can be used. But if it is not adura, then enup is not to be used. So enup is restricted for adura. निकटस्य विषये एव एनप प्रयोक्तुं शक्यते, परन्तु निकटस्य विषये एनप एव प्रयोक्तव्यः इति नास्ति, अतः अन्यतरस्याम् इति शब्दः स्थापितः अस्ति. सो सूत्रे अपञ्चम्याः इति निर्देशात् अत्र पञ्चम्यन्तात् प्रत्ययः न विधीयते. सो उत्तरस्यां दिशि अदूरे. सो हियर यू हैव टू राइट द वर्ड अदूरे और निकटे इन द वृत्तिवाक्य. उत्तरस्यां दिशि अदूरे और उत्तरादिक अदूरा. either way, either prathama or saptami. Uttara plus enap, yasyati cha uttara ena, uttarena, adharena, dakshirena. Again, we have seen all these words. Enapad dvitiya iti sutram upapada vibhakti samayasmabhi adhitam asti. Atra dvitiya iti upapada vibhakti gruham uttarena, gruham adharena, gruham dakshirena iti rupani atra bhavanti. So what is the sum total by now? We have astati, we have atasu, astati pratyaya being blocked by atasuch. We have ati pratyaya and adure apanchamyaha enap pratyaya. The story is so far so good and we are coherent because everything is applicable for uttara, dakshina and adhara. For Uttara and Dakshina, we had Atasuch Pratyaya, Adhara was not there. But for Uttara, Dakshina, Adhara, we have Ati Pratyaya and we have Adure Apanchamyaha Enap Pratyaya. Now let's go to the next one. We have Enab Anyatarasyam Adhure Apanchamyaha. And now he says Dakshinat Acha. He breaks the bond of Uttara, Adhara and Dakshina and only focuses on Dakshina. Dakshinat Acha. But is he really breaking the bond? Sadly, no, because two sutras later he's saying Uttaracha. So Uttara also Acha. But somehow he breaks the bond for now. So Dakshinad Acha. The sutram is again now very easy. Dakshina Shabdat Digdeshavaleshu Vartamanabhyam Saptami Prathamantabhyam. So Saptami and Prathama, not Panchami. Apanchamyaha iti anuvartate. Swarthe ach pratyayaha bhavati. So there is no adure condition that comes up. So Saptami Panchami Prathamabhya. So Saptami Prathamabhyaha Dikdesha Kaleshu Apanchamyaha. Wait, why is there no adure? Let me confirm. 5336. Is there adure or is there not adure? See, adure iti naswaryate. Okay, so I did not write it, so I got confused. So let's write this. Atra adure ityasya anuvrittihi nasti. And therefore this adure. So adure iti atra naswaryate. Only apanchamyaha ityasya anuvritti svikriyate. Adure ityasya anuvritti na svikriyate. So now Dakshinasyaam dishi ityasmin eva arthe, but only Dakshina. Uttara and Adhara are not there. Only Dakshina. Dakshina plus Acha. So remember, for the same Dakshinasyaam dishi and others, we were also having Atasucha Pratyaya. We were also having Ati Pratyaya. When we added an extra clause of Adure Apanchamyaha, we had Enapa. And when we remove Adure but retain Apanchamyaha, we have Acha. All these are optional. Everything else is being applicable in these cases as well. सो दक्षिण शब्दात् दिग्देशकालेषु वर्तमानाभ्यां सप्तमी पंचप्रथमाभ्यां स्वार्थे आच इति प्रत्ययः भवति. सो दक्षिणस्यां दिशि अत्र अपञ्चमी अस्ति. सो पंचमी इज नॉट देयर. दक्षिण प्लस आच दक्षिणा. सो दक्षिणा इति शब्दः सिद्ध्यति. वी हैव सीन दिस एग्जांपल इन द विभक्ति प्रकरणम उपपद विभक्ति अन्यारादि सूत्र दैट हैज द आच. सो अंचुत्तर पद आच आहि युक्ते. सो आच प्रत्यय इज देयर. सो अत्र ग्रामात् दक्षिणा इति अत्र पंचमी भवति. So for all the smartavyam part at the bottom of each slide, please go back, and if you don't remember, go to the Karaka Vibhakti module and open up those slides. And if you see any confusion or mismatch that I am teaching one thing here and another thing there, scold me and send a message and I'll fix the slide decks, because it should be coherent across the slide decks. So atra gramat dakshina iti siddhyati. So this is simply for ach pratyaya. The next सूत्रम आही च दूरे. अत्र अपि दक्षिण शब्दस्य विषये एव, परन्तु इदानीं दूरे इति भवति. So see how this arrangement is done. उत्तर दक्षिणात् आतिः is the general आति प्रत्यय. Then एनम् अन्यतरस्याम् अदूरे अपञ्चम्याः is अदूर, so निकट. Then दक्षिणात् आच is again general. And now आही च दूरे is the reverse of अदूरे. So दूरस्य निर्देशार्थम आही प्रत्ययः आच प्रत्ययः च भवति. So same आच प्रत्यय, it is also used in the dure. Now why is that chakara used? Because in the previous sutram, when we say ach is used in general, it will mean it is used in general means nikate and dure. Again he gives the same thing in dure. So आच इति प्रत्ययः पुनरेकवारम् आहि इति प्रत्ययेन सह दक्षिण शब्दात् दूरस्थस्य निर्देशार्थं प्रयुज्यते. सो दैट इज आहि च दूरे दक्षिण शब्दात् दिग्देशकालेषु वर्तमानाभ्यां दूरार्थकाभ्यां. सो दक्षिणस्यां दिशि दूरे एंड सो ऑन. सप्तमी प्रथमान्ताभ्यां, सो दैट अपञ्चम्याः कम्स कंटिन्यूअसली. स्वार्थे आहि प्रत्यय भवति चकारादाच प्रत्ययः. सो दक्षिण शब्दस्य सप्तम्यन्त प्रथमान्त रूपात् दशावाचके निकटस्थे देशवाचके निकटस्थे, इट शुड बी ऑल निकटस्थे. सो नॉट निकटस्थे, दूरस्थे, दूरस्थ, कॉपी पेस्ट. दूरस्थे दिशावाचके अर्थे, दूरस्थे देशवाचके अर्थे, दूरस्थे कालवाचके च अर्थे आच तथा आहि इति प्रत्ययो भवतः. So we have ach and ahi pratyayas in the dura sense for dakshina word saptami and prathama context. Dakshinasyaam dishi dure and so on. Dakshina plus ach or ahi. Dakshina plus ach is akara. आहि is आहि as it is. यस्येति च इति अकार दक्षिण शब्दस्य अकारस्य लोपः. दक्षिण प्लस आहि दक्षिणा और दक्षिणाहि. We have studied these examples because ach and ahi are both present in अन्यारादि तरर्ते सूत्रम. You studied this in the vibhakti prakaranam. So ग्रामात् दक्षिणाहि ग्रामात् दक्षिणा इति अत्र रूपं सिद्ध्यति और वाक्य प्रयोगः सिद्ध्यति. So that is dakshinad acha and ahi ch dure. And then he suddenly remembers, I broke that group of Uttara, Adhara, Dakshina, and I have been talking about Dakshina so long, but Uttara should also be included. So the next sutram, Uttarach. Same Ahi and Ach is repeated, same Dure is repeated, तथा उत्तराच्च. So Uttara Shabdat, Digdesha Kaleshu Vartamanabhyam, Durarthakabhyam, Saptami Panchami Prathamantabhyam. Let's go to the Sutram. Let me confirm that Dure is there. Durastha Disha. What does Kashika says? Dure Chet. So, here also Dure is there. No, Ahicha Dure, Uttarach. Next one, Dure. Both cases Dure is there. So, Uttara Shabda, Digdesha Kaleshu Vartamanabhyam, Durarthakabhyam, Saptami Prathamantabhyam, Swarthe Ahi Pratyaya Bhavati, Chakarad Aj. So, whatever we studied for Dakshina earlier, suddenly he remembers I want to also include for the Uttara word. So, Uttara Shabda sa Saptamyanta Rupat, Tha Panchamyanta Rupat, Durasthe Dishavachake Arthe, दूरस्थे देशवाचके अर्थे, दूरस्थे कालवाचके च अर्थे आच तथा आहि इति प्रत्ययो भवतः. सो उत्तर प्लस आच will be uttara. Uttara plus ahi would be uttarahi. Same sutram for prayoga, anyaradi and so on. Gramat uttarahi, gramat uttara. So now let us go to the list of pratyas again. Uttara and Dakshina. We studied Atasuch, we studied Ati, we studied Enap. This was Adure. We studied Ach and we studied Ahi, which along with Ach was Dure. So Ach was separate for Dakshina, but for Uttara, Ach was combined with Ahi with Dure, and for Dakshina also, Ach got combined with Ahi separately for Dure. So this completes all these pratyas atasuch, ati, enap, ach and ahi for uttara as well as dakshina. So with this we are done at least with the two words fully, uttara and dakshina. We have also done with purva because astati and asi. We are also done with adhara because astati and asi were given earlier. Ati and enap we just learned right now. So astati, ati, enap, asi. So where is this enap pratyay over here? So enap anyatarasyam. This gives enap for me. So this way we have studied these four sections. Then for para word also we have studied astati and atasuch. So this is also done. And for avara word we studied asi and astati. And in another way we studied atasuch and astati. So even the avara is done. So major chunk of this particular entire Dishavachaka words is done. Purva, Uttara, Dakshina, Para, Avara is done. The only thing that is remaining, let me erase and show what is remaining. Now Urdhva is remaining and Apara is remaining, and the last one we are anyway not going to do. So Urdhva is remaining and Apara is remaining. Thankfully for Urdhva and Apara, the pratyayas given over there are not given separately, but directly the final words are given by the Sutrakara using Nipatanas. So, Panini, so pratyaya part complexity is now done. Whatever is now remaining, Urdhva and Apara, Panini Maharshi directly gives the final words as Nipatana. So, Upari Uparishtat, this particular sutram, Upari Uparishtat. So, Upari Uparishtat. This is the Nipatana. You all know the meanings of these words, like what is Upari and what is Uparishtat. So, now you understand it in more details. So, Upari iti shabdaha, Urdhva iti shabdat, Saptami Panchami Prathama. Remember, Panchami is brought back because Apanchamyaha part starts a little bit later. Even though today in the class we studied it earlier, in the sutra sequence, Ena Banyatarasyam Adure Apanchamyaha is coming later. We are above that line. Upari Uparishtat, Paschat, Pascha Paschat, Chandasi. These three sutras are above that line. These three sutras give the Nipatanas that we are about to study. So, Etesham Sarvesham Vishe, Saptami Panchami Prathamantebhyaha, Digdesha Kalavachebhyaha Arthe, Vachakebhya Arthebhyaha, एते शब्दाः निपात्यन्ते इत्युक्ते यथा योग्यं प्रत्ययाः यथा योग्यं प्रक्रिया इति सर्वं भवति. सो उपरि एंड उपरिष्टात् इत्येतौ शब्दौ निपात्येते अस्तातेः अर्थे. अस्ताति प्रत्ययस्य अर्थः इत्युक्ते दिग्देश कालवाचकेषु पंचमी सप्तमी पंचमी प्रथमान्तेषु. So upari and uparishtat iti nipatyate. So dishavachake, kalavachake, deshvachake cha arthe upari iti shabdah nipatyate. Nipatanam is the prakriyasya nirdeshaha. Uparishtat iti nipatyate. How is this generated? Urdhva shabda gets the ril pratyaya. Urdhva shabda means that 9 vrittis gets the ril pratyaya or rishtatil pratyaya. Ril pratyaya gives upari. Urdhva gets converted to upa. There is no sutram, nipatyate. So urdhva gets converted to upa. So upari and rishtatil. Rishtatil iti pratyay. Lakaraha it samyakaha. Takarottaraha ikaraha uchcharanarthaha. So it becomes rishtat. Urdhva becomes upa. Upa rishtat. So urdhva in both these cases becomes upa. Urdhva shabda is upadesha. Upa plus ri is upari. Upa plus rishtat is uparishtat. So what is upari and what is uparishtat? They are already panchamyanta forms. You do not say uparitaha or you do not say uparishtattaha. They are already panchamyanta meanings, already saptamyanta, already prathamanta. So vrukshasya upari phalam patati means the fruit falls from the vruksha. Upari can mean panchami. वृक्षस्य उपरि काकः तिष्ठति, so that is saptami. वृक्षस्य उपरि फलं पतति can mean from the above, because upari itself, you don't say uparyah or uparishtat, sorry, uparishtattah and so on. So upari itself means from up, because panchami is also there. So urdhvasmat deshat phalam patati ityukte upari phalam patati. It sounds unnatural, but this is perfectly valid in that particular meaning, because sutra allows this particular words to be used in saptami, panchami, prathama, digdesha kaleshu. So that is upari uparishtat. The next one is paschat. Paschat is the same thing. Apara, not paschima. Apara iti shabdat. So apara iti shabdah tasmat सप्तमी पंचमी प्रथमा दिग्देश कालेषु पश्चात इति शब्दः सिद्ध्यति. So अपरस्याम दिशि, अपरस्मिन् काले and so on. Apara plus ati iti pratyaya. Nipatanam itself is there. So apara plus ata. Apara iti shabdasya pascha adesha nipatyate. See, nipatyate means we have to infer. सूत्रकारेण किमपि दत्तं नास्ति. सूत्रकार says पश्चात् इति शब्दः प्रयोक्तव्यः. Sutrakara doesn't even care to say apara iti shabdat ayam shabdah siddhyati. He doesn't need to, because eventual goal of Vyakaranam is sadhu rupa siddhi. So paschat iti sadhu shabdah केन प्रत्ययेन सिद्ध्यति, केन प्रातिपदिकेन सिद्ध्यति, तस्य चिन्तनं किमर्थम् आवश्यकम्? अयं साधु शब्दः तस्य प्रयुज्यतां तस्य प्रयोगः अवश्यं कर्तुं शक्यः. अतः अत्र पश्चात् इति शब्दः निपात्यते, परन्तु सामान्यरूपेण व्याख्यानेषु निपातने अपि कः प्रत्ययः, कः आदेशः, कीदृशी प्रक्रिया इत्यस्य चिन्तनं कृतं दृश्यते. सो अपर शब्दस्य पश्च इति आदेशः निपात्यते, पश्च प्लस आत पश्चात् इति भवति. सो अपर इति शब्दात् आत प्रत्यये, and then I have not added that next sutram, but I can just walk you through over it. Pascha paschacha chandasi. So Vedeshu a and a iti pratyayau punah apara iti shabdat nipatyate. So a gives so apara plus a gives pascha, apara plus a gives pascha. So that is those three pratyas. You have apara gives ati pratyaya for paschat, a gives pascha, and a gives pascha. But this pascha and pascha are only to be used in the Vedas, so I didn't write that sutram. Paschat is used in Loka also. It's well known in one meaning. अनन्तरम् इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे, अनन्तरं काले इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे पश्चात् इति प्रयुज्यते. इति पश्चात् इति लोके प्राचुर्येण प्रयुज्यते, परन्तु अन्ये अर्थाः अपि व्याकरणदृष्ट्या साधु एव सन्ति. So with this, we studied and completed the entire section of the Astati Pratyaya. Let us go over the sutras once again. I think I have omitted only two sutras. So Dik Shabdebhya we studied this sutram. Dakshinottarabhyam Atasuch Vibhacha Paravarabhyam we have studied this. Ancher look I omitted because there is a little bit of explanation of Ancha and I don't want to go in that. So Ancher look Prach Pratyach Pratich Udach Ityatra look Bhavati. So that we omitted. Then we talked about upari uparishtat, we talked about paschat, and then I omitted pascha paschacha chandasi. I explained it in the class, but I have omitted from the slide deck. Then we studied uttaradhara dakshinadatihi ena bandyatarasyam dakshinadach ahi cha dure uttaracha, and then all the way at the beginning of the class we have studied purvadharavaranam asi puradhavascha isham astati cha vibhasha varasya. So this way we have studied most of the sutras in this particular section. We have enough time. So let's go to this next particular section, Sankhyayaha Vidharthe Dha. This part is very easy and again very familiar to you all. Sankhyayaha Vidharthe Dha. Well-known words, Dvidha, Tridha, Chaturdha, Panchadha, Ekadha, Shodha. All these are generated using this Dha Pratyaya. So Sankhyavachaka Shabdat, this part is important. Vidharthe इत्युक्ते क्रिया प्रकारः, टू काउंट द नंबर ऑफ एक्शंस. सो व्हेन यू से द्विधा, देयर मस्ट बी अ क्रिया एसोसिएटेड विद इट. द्विधा भुंक्ते, द्वाभ्याम प्रकाराभ्याम भुंक्ते. त्रिधा वदति, त्रिभिः प्रकारैः वदति वदति. पंचधा गच्छति, goes by five ways, like goes by say feet and car and train and say shakatam, airplane, whatever. पंच प्रकारैः गच्छति. सो प्रकारार्थकः धा प्रत्ययः सूत्रकारेण क्रियायाः अन्वये एव दत्तः अस्ति. सो क्रिया प्रकारार्थे वर्तमानात्. And this is not a big condition. You think wherever you are using this dha pratyaya, dvidha, tridha, chaturtha, it is usually eventually going to have some anvaya with the kriya. So kriya prakararthe vartamanat sankhyavachi pratipadikaat swarthe dha iti pratyaya bhavati. So sankhyayaha vidharthe, vidha ityukte kriya prakaraha. So Kashikakara explains vidha prakaraha sacha sarva kriya vishayah eva gruhyate. Somebody is, I was expecting this message from someone. Somebody is saying division also indicates. Very good observation. Hold on to that thought. I'm going to talk about it in 5 minutes. So division is one thing which is exactly not a kriya, but we'll talk about it in a minute. But very good. I appreciate this message. So vidharthe ityatra vidha prakaraha kriya vishayah eva gruhyate. Tatra kriya prakaram darshayitum dha iti pratyaya vidhiyate. So this is the pratyaya on the pratipadika, unlike the previous one, which were on saptami, panchami, and so on. So devadattaha ekena prakarena gacchati. Ityukte kevalam padbhyam gacchati. Shakatasya prayogam na karoti. इत्यस्मिन् वाक्ये एकेन प्रकारेण इत्यस्य निर्देशार्थम एक शब्दात् धा प्रत्यये कृते एकधा गच्छति इति वाक्यं सिद्ध्यति. So the vritti vakyam, the vigraha vakyam would be तृतीयांत word plus prakarena. So ekena prakarena, dvabhyam prakarabhyam, panchabhi prakaraihi, that would be your vigraha vakyam. And eka plus dha is, or dvi plus dha, tri plus dha is your alaukika vigraha. So eka plus dha, eka dha. एवमेव द्विधा भुङ्क्ते, त्रिधा नयति, चतुर्धा पचति, पंचधा नृत्यति इति रूपेण एतानि सर्वाणि, एते सर्वे शब्दाः सन्ति. एते सर्वे अव्यय संज्ञकाः सन्ति. Now so far so good. Dvidha, tridha, chaturtha, panchadha, and what next? It is a shodha. So what is this shodha business? So there is a vartikam. This vartikam is given all the way somewhere else, but I have pulled it over here because I wanted to show the siddhi of the word shodha. So there is a vartikam which says shashaha utvam दत्रुदश धासूत्तर पदादेः ष्टुत्वं च धासु वा इति वाच्यम्. Vartika is a little bit difficult to understand. I'm going to walk you through it. This Vartikam is not associated with this sutram. It is given somewhere else in the Ashtadhyayi Prashodaradini Yathopadishtam, but we are going to study it right now over here. So this Vartika says Shashaha. Shash इति प्रातिपदिकस्य उत्वं भवति, अंतिम शकारस्य उकारादेशः भवति. शशः उत्वं भवति. कदा कदा भवति? दत्रु. There is something called datru which has itsamyaka rukara. So dat plus ru, itsamyaka rukara. I'm going to show all the examples. Slightly out of syllabus, but I'll show. But shasha iti pratipadikam asti. तस्य अंतिम शकारस्य उकारादेशः भवति. कदा भवति? दत्रु इति शब्दे परे भवति. So that is datru. And dashan, the number 10. Dashan iti shabde pare bhavati. That's why shodasha. That's what sho comes. A plus u becomes o. So sh plus half sh is getting converted to u and guna happens and you get sho. So datru shabde pare and dashan shabde pare utvam bhavati. तथा च एतादृशे उत्वे कृते दकारस्य इत्युक्ते दत्रु शब्दस्य यः दकारः तथा च दशम शब्दस्य यः दकारः तस्य ष्टुत्वम् अपि भवति. I have not yet talked about dha. We are discussing dha pratyaya, but Vartika is telling something else. Let's first look at that. So shad dantaha yasya saha. In order to create this Bahuvrihi Samasa, you have Purva Padam as Shasha, Uttara Padam as Danta, and there is a Samasanta Adesha. It is in the Tadhita Prakaranam, it is in the Samasanta sheet number 12, but it is not a Pratyaya, it is a Samasanta Adesha. What is that Adesha? Shasha word gets converted to Datru with an Itsamyaka Rukara. So, sorry, Shasha, not Shasha. The Danta word gets converted to Datru with an Itsamyaka Rukara. So, Shasha plus Danta becomes Shasha plus Datru, and now in front of this Datru or in presence of this Datru, the Sh of Shasha becomes U. So, Sh U plus Datru, and the Da becomes the Da, Shtutva. So, what was the Sutram? What was the meaning of the Vartikam? शश इति प्रातिपदिकस्य दत्रु शब्दे परे उत्वम भवति, तथा च दत्रु शब्दस्य दकारस्य ष्टुत्वम, दकारस्य ष्टुत्वे डकारः भवति. सो श उ प्लस दत्रु षोडत्रु इति प्रातिपदिकम इत्सम्यक ऋकार षोडत इति वस्तुतः प्रातिपदिकम इत्सम्यक ऋकार अस्ति. लाइक शत्रु प्रत्यय गच्छत्रु, that original pratipadik is actually gachatru, but rukara is its samnika, so we say gachat prathama ekvachanam gachan. In the same way atra prathama ekvachane shodan. Shodan ityukte saha manusha yasya shad dantaha santi, saha shishuhu and so on, yasya shad dantaha santi. In the same way shad chate dashacha, 6 and 10 ityatra, this is also bahuvrihi samasah. षड चते दशच इत्यत्र षड प्लस दशन इत्यत्र डकारस्य इत्युक्ते शश इति प्रातिपदिकमस्ति. लेट्स एक्चुअली यूज द प्रातिपदिकम ओवर हियर. शश इति प्रातिपदिकमस्ति. सो शश प्लस दशन इत्यत्र पुनरेकवारं दशम इत्यस्य डकारस्य डकारः तथा च शश इत्यस्य षकारस्य उकारः. sh u plus dashan, sh plus u becomes sho, shodashan. That's your number 16. So that's shodasha. So ekadasha, dvadasha and so on, shodasha. So atra shodasha iti rupam siddhyati. So somebody is saying it is the Uttarapada in presence of Shasha. So that is correct. So Uttarapadam yatra Datru iti asti. That's what Samasanta is Uttarapada. So when Danta or Dashan is present as an Uttarapada, that Adesha is done. But we were talking about Dha, right? And this was all digression. So this Vartika also gives the same Karya for Dha, same Karya. Shash, Shakara becomes Ukara and the Shtutva. But for Dha Pratyay Pare, Idam Utvam Tatha cha Shtutvam Vikalpena Bhavati. So the same Karya which was compulsorily present for the Danta and the Dashan or Datru and the Dashan is now optional for Dha. So Shadbhihi Prakarihi, coming back to our discussion, Panchabhi Prakari iti asmabhi adhitam. Shadbhihi Prakarihi Bhumte Gacchati Khadati and so on. Shasha plus Dha. If you go by the route of the Vartika, you will do the Utvam and Shtutvam together. So Vikalpa is not separate. It has to be either both or none. So Shasha plus Dha, Shakarasya Ukaradesha Sh U plus Dha, Shodha. Dhakarasya Shtutve Dhakaraha. So Shodha Pakshe Jashtve Krute Shadadha. So Shadadha iti rupam api sadhu asti. षडधा इत्यत्र न पदान्ताट्टोरनाम इत्यनेन धा इत्यस्य ष्टुत्वं न भवति. षड is the pada because dha is the dhakaradi pratyaya. So न पदान्ताट्टोरनाम इत्यनेन पदान्त टवर्ग्यात् परस्य धकारस्य ष्टुत्वं न भवति. So we have षडधा. There is no ष्टुत्वं, but in case of shodha, the vartikam gives the ष्टुत्वं. So in this way, the dha pratyaya is used for counting the type of or number of ways of doing an action. So kriya prakararthe vartamanat sankhyavachi pratipadikaat swarthe dha pratyaya bhavati. Bahudha is also a correct word. Bahubhihi prakaraihi vadati. Bahudha, because bahu is a sankhya word. Bahuganavatu sankhya. So bahudha vadati. Katidha, katibhihi prakaraihi vadati. Katidha vadati iti api prayogaः siddhyanti. And now the next sutram in this particular list, adhikarana vichale cha. So we talked about sankhyayaha vidharthe, and the next one is adhikarana vichale cha. This sutram actually captures the question of division that somebody was talking. Adhikarana vichala means anekasya ekikaranam or ekasya anekikaranam. So there a separate kriya is not there, that ekikaranam itself is the kriya. So he creates a separate sutram for it. So anekasya ekikaranam, ekasya va anekikaranam. So combination as well as division. Atra पुनः धा प्रत्यय विधीयते. सो एकस्य अनेकीकरणे अनेकस्य वा एकीकरणे गम्यमाने sorry, अनेकस्य वा एकीकरणे गम्यमाने संख्यावाचक शब्दात् धा प्रत्यय भवति. So here there is no direct kriya. Eventually there will be kriya in your sentence, but there is no direct अन्वय necessary over here. So एकस्य द्वयोः भागयोः पृथक्करणं भीमः जरासन्धं द्विधा करोति. द्विधा इत्युक्ते द्वयोः भागयोः पृथक्करणम्. एवमेव एकधा, एकधा इज ऑलवेज अनेकस्य एकीकरणं. सो इयं पंचधा, इयं एताः पंचराश्यः एकधा कुरु. सो पंचराशिः, एताः पंचराशिः एकधा कुरु. सो 5 heaps are to be combined together. Tridha, Chaturtha, Panchadha, and so on. Same, but here the meaning is ekasya anekikaranam, anekasya va ekikaranam. Now with this background, there are only 3 sutras which give optional adeshas on some words. So ekat dhah dhyamui anyatarasyam. एक इति शब्दात् यः धा प्रत्ययः विहितः अस्ति तस्य विकल्पेन ध्यमूय इति आदेशः भवति. सो एकात् धः, धा इत्युक्ते धा प्रत्ययस्य ध्यमुयि अन्यतरस्याम्. सो एक शब्दात् विहितस्य धा प्रत्ययस्य विकल्पेन ध्यमुयि आदेशः भवति. ध्यमुयि इति आदेशे यकारः इत्संज्ञकः अस्ति, आदिवृद्ध्यर्थः यकारस्य प्रयोगः क्रियते. सो एक प्लस धा, ऑप्शनली धा बिकम्स ध्यमुयि. एक प्लस ध्यमुयि, ध्यमुयि इत्यत्र उकारः उच्चारणार्थः, यकारः इत्संज्ञकः, इत्संज्ञके यकारे आदिवृद्धिः तद्धितेष्वचामादेः. ऐक प्लस ध्यम, this is dhakaradi pratyay. So yasyeti and so on is not going to be used. This is not a bhasamyaka aika word. So aika plus dhyam, aikadhyam. Avyayam asti, aikadhyam. अत्र ध्यमुइ इति प्रत्ययेन एकधा करोति इत्युक्ते ऐकध्यं करोति. Somebody is saying if 6 is made into 3 of 2, it is basically dvidha or tridha, whatever. I mean, you might be able to say tridha karoti. Depending on context, whatever is the number of divisions, you can use that word. It all depends on prayoga, how the prayogas are actually seen. Okay. So, aikadhyam and pakshe ekadha ityapi sadhu eva. सो स्मर्तव्यम धा इति प्रत्ययः द्विप्रकारकः, क्रियाप्रकारं दर्शयितुं तथा च अधिकरणविचालं दर्शयितुम् उभयथा प्रयुज्यते. अधिकरणविचाल इज वन टू मेनी और मेनी टू वन. उभयत्र ध्यमुय आदेशः भवति. सो देवदत्तः ऐकध्यं गच्छति इत्युक्ते एकधा एकेन प्रकारेण गच्छति. नो चेत् देवदत्तः द्वौ राशि, द्वे राशि, व्हाट आई एम टॉकिंग, द्वे राशि स्त्रीलिंगे अस्ति खलु, द्वौ देवदत्तः द्वे राशि एकधा करोति, नो चेत् ऐकध्यं करोति इति अपि रूपं सिद्ध्यति. The next sutram is द्वित्र्योश्च धमुयि. द्वित्र्योश्च धमुयि. So द्वि शब्दः तथा च त्रि शब्दः इत्यस्मात् विद्यमानः धा प्रत्ययः तस्य विकल्पेन धमुयि इति आदेशः bhavati. So ek had dhyamui, dvi and tri has dhamui. Y is not there. Everything else is same. So द्वि तथा त्रि एताभ्याम शब्दाभ्याम विहितस्य धा इति प्रत्ययस्य विकल्पेन धमुई इति आदेशः भवति. धमुई इति प्रत्यय यकारः इत्संज्ञकः पुनरेकवारम् आदिवृद्ध्यर्थः. सो द्वि प्लस धा, द्वि प्लस ध्वमुई, धमुई, द्वैधम. द्वि becomes द्वै, द्वैधम and त्रैधम. पक्षे द्विधा एंड त्रिधा इति अपि साधु. सो प्रयोगास देवदत्तः द्वैधम गच्छति, देवदत्तः द्वे राशि द्विधा करोति और द्वैधम करोति. सिमिलरली देवदत्तः द्वे राशि त्रैधम करो. Somebody was asking how is what if 2 is converted to 3? So द्वे राशि त्रैधम karoti. So we here 2 rashis, separate it out into 3 by extracting some component from one of each. So Devadatta dve rashi traidham karoti. So when we say one to many, it's not necessarily technically one to many. It can be many of one type to many of another type also. That's also adhikarana vichara. So Devadatta dve rashi traidham karoti iti api prayogaha sadhu eva. So that is dvitriyoshcha dhamue. And the last sutram in this section is edhat ch. Sorry, edhach ch. So dha iti pratyasya edhach iti adeshah api bhavati. So for dvi and tri. So for dvi and tri, we had dhamui as one adesha and we will do edhach as yet another adesha. So dvitriyoho dhamui iti ekaha adeshah dha pratyasya vikalpena edhach adeshah bhavati. So dvi plus edhach. You should start with dvi plus dha and then you should convert that dha to edhach. So dvi plus edhach. Similarly, 3 plus dha, 3 plus edhach. Edhach ityatra chakaraha itsanyakaha. So you get dvi plus edha or 3 plus edha. Now edha iti ekaradi pratyayah atayasyeti cha iti ikarasya lope dva plus edha dvedha. So dvidha api sadhu, dvaidham iti api sadhu, dvedha iti api sadhu. Evameva tredha, traidham and tridha. All these are sadhu. So pakshe tridha iti api sadhu, traidham iti api sadhu. अनेन प्रकारेण धा इति प्रत्ययस्य एक इत्यस्मात् विहितस्य ध्यमुय आदेशः, द्वि इत्यस्मात् विहितस्य धमुय तथा एधाच, त्रि इत्यस्मात् विहितस्य अपि धमुय तथा एधाच इति आदेशाः भवन्ति. This completes the discussion of this second section, the avyaya sadhaka, the dha and others. So there we complete the avyaya sadhaka pratyayaha. Now I think we can stop today. We have only 2 minutes. So I have a bunch of slides and these are actually very easy, but we'll stop. We'll take these slides in the next class. So tomorrow I will first discuss the Atishaika Prakaranam and then it may be a little bit longer class because I'll discuss the Atishaika Prakaranam and then I'm going to discuss 3 sutras, Yapye Pashapa, Prashamsayam Rupapa and Ishad Asamapto Kalpap Desha Deshiyaraha. And then we'll skip, we have studied enough of Tadhita Prakaranam, so I'll skip the Kadhikaraha completely, and with these 3 sutras and the Atishayika Prakaranam, we'll call it closed on the Tadhita module. And that will be the last class tomorrow till before the break, and then we'll meet again in August. So if there are no questions over here, I can close. We'll meet tomorrow at the same time. Samapayamaha. Ashtadhi Jagannath. Oh, 1 second. There are raised hands. Yogi ji, namaste.
It's not actually a doubt, but while your explanation is going on, when the lecture was going on, before the end of the sentence, last 2 words are dipping in your sound actually, like Kamal, Damai, Adeshaha, Bhavati.
Oh,
that last
okay.
Many of the times it has been happening. It's not this thing, it's only my observation. Probably that might not be heard. Even
is it only in the today's class or is it a general style?
No,
is it only...
I thought of pointing it out almost 6-7 classes ago actually. but I thought it's not proper on my part.
No,
That
that's
is
okay.
one
That's
thing.
okay. Okay, that's okay. That's
Ah,
okay. Absolutely. I'll
and
make sure. Maybe I kiss volume
yeah,
slightly goes
it,
down.
it was correct. In the last two words, it is dipping.
Okay,
Probably
I'll
that
watch the
might be
recording.
that might be the important word also many a time. That's what
I'll
I
make
observed.
sure, and next time you can feel free to just point it down via comment or something, and I'll repeat that. Okay,
And
I'll make sure in the next class. You should have told me much
second,
earlier if this was an
you
inconvenience.
no,
No worries.
and third, second thing is, uh, like our website, there is another website like Vande Sanskritam. Just 3 days back, by serendipity, I came across. The site was almost 20% of what our site is. That was good, the layout, everything. And moreover, it has given in a Hindi explanation. And then in there itself, many of the, what is that, prakriyas are also given then and there itself. I thought probably you would have
I think
seen that. I just
they
thought,
probably had reached out to me earlier. They took the data from our website also. But I mean, if you find that website interesting, you are most welcome to use it. I mean, it's
no, no,
basically
the
everything
thing
we all
is,
have to learn. So whatever website and all is secondary. So, but I think they took
there
most of
are
the data from our website itself.
many mistakes are there. That's what I observed,
I can say
particularly
that for
in the
Ashwadi
Prakriya
also.
part. Uh,
For our
in
website also, there are too
Prakriya
many
part,
mistakes.
it's evident, or for a layman like me, when I look at, यहाँ पे mistake है, यहाँ पे mistake है, like we can point it out. Like that's what I thought. I bring it to you.
I mean, I
Thank you.
don't own or control any of that. I don't
No,
even
no,
know, I
in
think, who made it, but whatever.
some
So,
ashram people, I think they did that from
I think they
Gujarat.
reached out to me. Like, this is like 1 year or one
I,
and a half year ago. So I'm not followed it
I
at all.
wanted to post a mail also, but somehow it didn't got pushed. I did that, but somehow it so happened. Yeah, thanks so much. It's okay. Namaste.
Samapayama. So tomorrow, unless there are any further questions, tomorrow we'll meet at the same time. अष्टाधी जगन्माता यस्य चित्तात् समुत्थिता वेदानामुपकाराय तस्मै पाणिने नमः शब्दब्रह्मसमाराध्य कृतवान्यो विलक्षणं सर्वाश्चर्यमिदं शास्त्रं तस्मै पाणिने नमः येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिने नमः. धन्यवाद.